Hello everybody, welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is basteplays, and right now we'll be having to go talk to Bernard to get the keys, and then go back down in order to talk to prisoner Jazik.
Yeah.
Bernard, where are you? I know exactly where you are because the map tells me where you are.
Good health to you.
Yeah.
I need the key to Yezhek's cell.
So Radzik let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
Don't take it that way. He probably wants to talk to me because he reckons he can hoodwink me. But that's where he's wrong.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
Cool.
Good luck then.
Well, I don't need luck. I have a bard's potion which makes my speech like an 18 or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 just to be a man who would walk 500 miles and all up at your door. Okay, what I will do is I will drink, not that, I'll drink this one. Let's see, I'll make my speech 20.
Hey, Henry, come to see us.
Why do you have...
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
If hanging around in a damp dungeon with a condemned man is your idea of honor...
You're not seeing the bright side. You can be the one who uncovers a conspiracy against the king for your master. You don't get an opportunity like that every day. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
I suppose there's some truth in that. I may speak with Sir Radzig and he might pardon you, but not unless you start talking.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you
Sigismund.
think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago. and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Okay.
This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced, and after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
Okay.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so. That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
Close. Oh wait, Sir Radzig is over there. Bop, bop, ba-da, bop. I could put the Bane potion in any food pot and lots of people would die. Same with the lullaby potion, really. But the lullaby potion would mean I have to do more work instead of just waiting for them to die. Hans Capon. Is he? Alright, fuck. The Piercies. I don't know.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Yezhek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn. So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. So Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I think I know where I could ask. I helped at the infirmary in Sasau, and there was a wounded man there by the name of Thomas, a suspicious type to say the least. He might know something.
Good. I'd rather see you seeking out better company, but that can't be helped. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Jezek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name? That could turn out very badly for both of us. But, if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better run along.
As you command, sir.
I mean, I don't like...
Look out.
You look out. I don't like having to lose track with you, my lord, but... I also don't like going back on my word. But you've gone back on your word plenty of times in this game. Bend your point. So, where are we to go? We are to go do a bunch of things in Sasau, I guess. I'm guessing it's 10 minutes in-game time. It's a relatively long trip. Maybe I'll get ambushed by bandits, jealous competitors, or I see a foe that is just some random wayfarer. They shouldn't be counted as foes because they're, you know, just... I pickpocketed them and they didn't notice. They should have just assumed that they dropped it or something like of the like. It's not like I killed them. Well, I killed them when I found out, I think. And they looked at me like, oh shit, that man's a criminal. No witnesses. There shall never be any witnesses. Unless it's witnesses to me doing good. So, who am I to ask? I am to ask with the bailiff, I guess? Or whoever's in here?
I hope I can be of some...
I've got a few questions for you, Bailiff, if you don't mind. Have you been having some trouble around here?
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzik who sent me. He'd heard word that some unsavoury characters are holed up round here.
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir Radzik care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian. And he's got no dog in this fight either.
Well, you see, I have a speech of 20.
You have an inn, and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work, and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No, it's been quiet here lately. Now that I think about it, I don't recall coming across anyone here like that.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merchant's guard?
There's always one or two like that. But if they don't get the job, they move on.
Alright.
Sir Sebastian? Who's that?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under monastery law to protect us against all this unrest in the land.
Why should he care about the city? That's not his jurisdiction, is it?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant. The goal of the man.
Alright.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining, but I pay no heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry, which is where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchballs go by there from time to time to keep an eye on things.
Okay then.
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people acting oddly?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting him at night, but he's never done anything. He's a decent enough man for a miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard anything.
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't go getting your hopes up. He might not be able to help.
Alright.
Thank you, Bailiff.
May the Lord watch over you.
Talk to the South Towner. Ask Miller Simon about crimps. Ask Thomas about... Huh. I guess I'll go with closest one first. Tanners would be relatively farther away from the center of town because their work is stinky. We also need water just to wash the hides and such.
Yeah.
So tanners will be far from the center of town, and they will also be...
So hard the ground shook. You're an ass. You'd better hope I don't say you.
All I'm saying is that's the way it works.
Did they make a Yo Mama joke there?
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now.
I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere, they nearly beat me to a pulp.
Okay.
When are they there?
Nearly every evening. Every god-forsaken evening. Shouting and bellowing there till nightfall. And then they leave. Probably to get drunk.
How many of them are there?
How would I know? They make as much noise as a herd of wild boar in rutting season.
And did they all attack you?
Aye. They knocked the stuffing right out of me.
And nobody does a thing about it?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse. There's no commotion under his window, so what does he care?
That's quite a bailiff you've got.
A scarecrow would keep better order.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but there are several of them and just one of you.
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe. They might think twice before kicking your arse.
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blows.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll get your reward. Don't worry. Farewell.
Pretty sure it's these bastards.
I hope I can be of some.
I heard you gave him quite a beating.
It's his own damn fault.
Really? He just came to tell you to go elsewhere.
That's what he told you? Bollocks! He came of his own accord. It was him started the fuss, after he'd lost all his money.
He really tried to have a go. I wouldn't think he'd have it in him.
He tried, but he didn't have much luck. He doesn't pack a punch. But landing it in the right place, ha! I'm not surprised he's got no children.
I heard that someone was looking...
No, but I...
Farewell.
God be with you, good.
Yeah.
Why did you thrash...
Because he came by one day, lost his money, and then started on about how we cheated him and ought to give him back his coin. He was a right pest.
He told me that you jumped him when he asked you to stop making a racket behind his house.
Well, that's sort of true. But he didn't start complaining until he lost his money. Before that, it didn't bother him. Take care now.
Betwixt.
God be with you.
What went on with the town?
When things got lively, I wasn't here. The others were, though. Go on. Take care.
Okay. Stomp.
I am at your service.
What happened with the town?
Nothing out of the ordinary. He came to test his mettle like everyone, but he couldn't even get past young Wee. Then he started whining about getting his money back because we tricked him, so we threw him out. He came back a few times after that complaining about all the shouting, ordered us to bugger off elsewhere.
But you didn't.
No. And when he got really annoying, he got a punch in the mouth, and he hasn't been back since. Doesn't dare to. But it didn't shut that big mouth of his.
Alrighty.
Good luck to you.
Top punch.
I'm looking for work, and I've heard someone around here.
I've heard they might be looking for a new knacker. So if you're not a...
Thanks, but no thanks. Word has...
well, you've heard more than I.
The tanner sent me. He says you've been causing a commotion at night.
Ha! So all his whining finally found a friendly ear, did it? Let me tell you something first, Will. I'm the bailiff's man, and we're not doing anything wrong here. Old Leatherman's only been whining like that since he lost a bit of silver. Didn't bother him before that.
He told me different.
Ha! Of course he did. Otherwise no one would help him. Go ahead and ask the lads. They'll tell you the same. It's God's honest truth.
I'll take you at your word. But what should I do now?
Already asked.
The way I see it, you've got two choices. Screw that old liar and leave him be, or get down to business.
down to
What do you mean, get down to business?
Well, you may think you're pretty tough, and if you give us all a thrashing, we might think it over. But then again, we're no strangers to a hard fight.
If I break your arm, then you won't be coming here for a while, will you?
But I'm a fair fellow, so I'll make you an offer. If you enter our tournament and win, which means beating us all, then we'll go elsewhere. If you don't win, then you're flat out of luck and have to leave. That's not so bad, is it?
If I wanted to join in, what would I have to do?
It's pretty simple. First you have to beat Wee. He's that not too dangerous looking fella there. But some nights, he gets a good rest and he's got God on his side. Then you can try one of those three. Doesn't matter which. And if you whip all three, you can test your mettle against me. Fair enough?
So the last match is with you?
That's right. They say a bout with me is no joke. Just bad humours. God be with you.
Alright. Let's see. I got plenty of energy bow. Top up with a cockerel. Potion. It's time to beat the shit out of you.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Do we fight right here or what? Man, you're getting the shit kicked out of you. It's difficult to loot with that.
Let's fight.
You look pretty good.
We'll see.
May the Lord watch over.
I might just point something out. I'm in full armor. Alright, time to beat the shit out of you.
Let's fight.
That wasn't bad.
May the Lord watch over.
Did I win? I didn't realize that Tracker could insta-win these fights.
Let's fight.
That wasn't. Take care now. Go!
There we go.
I want to fight you.
You put on quite a show. Can't. Good luck to you.
I mean, come on. Oh. Man, you're getting fucked with these chain strikes. Wait, Tanner bitch. Wakey wakey.
Let's fight.
Again? I'm still. God be with you.
That was pretty good. I didn't think you had it in you.
You were really good. I've got to hand it to you. Most lads don't make it past me. So listen, I want to tell you something.
What's that?
There are people here looking for really tough men, and I'd say you fit the bill. So when you walk through town this evening, if there's a light in the church, go in and wait a while. If they like the looks of you, they might give you some work.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Look here, lads. I hope I won't be seeing you around here again. Go and find some other place for your games.
All right. We'll go. But if you want to fight again, you're always welcome. I bet you'll come off worse next time.
Nah.
Farewell.
It's difficult to come off worse when you're fully kitted out in plate. Where's the little bitch? Where's Tanner? Is he in his home? He is in his home.
Can I help?
Can you tell me where your husband is?
Hey! Get... What is it you want here?
Oh, fucking wait. Chain strikes. Each strike you deal in a uninterrupted chain does more damage. So combos are the bee's knees. This lady just wants to chase me off of the property, fine. Wait another hour. Clearly they haven't started their fucking day. Come on now. I need to get the fuck going. Come on. Come on, yeah, cunt.
I'm at your service, sir.
They told me a different tale.
I did go there at first, but they cheated. And when I...
If you want, I'll take...
Well, you...
Perhaps we'll be able...
Maybe.
Perhaps
May the Lord watch over you.
I've taken care of the lads who were bothering you.
God bless you, lad. And here's something for your trouble and kindness. Unlike that miserable bailiff.
If anything else grieves you, just say the word.
Farewell.
Oh, 300 groschen. Go to the cribs during the evening. Don't worry, horsey. You will not ever be sold into horse skin. Why? Because you're my... I don't want to really say best friend because you're a horse. You are my best transport vehicle. You are the best method of transport that I have. Thomas, that's a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present. We're running a would you like to join us or stay doing whatever the hell you do in Monticello?
No, that's you.
How are you doing? Feeling better yet?
Aye, much better. I'm truly grateful. A bit longer and I'll be able to run back to the woods and carry on. Well, never mind. Very kind of you to look in on me.
Truth be told,
He's a
I didn't
bandit.
come just for your health.
Or a
What do
poacher.
you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the tavern, but now they meet in the church.
The church?
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait. Say a prayer or something, and then you'll see.
That's it? I don't need to speak to anyone?
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal. Don't you worry about that.
Alright, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help you? Tit for tat, eh?
Good luck then.
Let's see, what do you have? I need belladonna, of course. I need cave mushrooms for the night hawk. For Paris. Comfrey. You do not have fly agaric, do you? No, you do not. You are a disappointment. Has this restocked? No. Alright, time to bathe. Maybe get a whore or two.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's simple and easier to do that. Simple and easy the way that you feel to know. It's hard to let it go. You're giving me too many
My humble
things,
greetings.
baby.
I'd like
You're
to make.
all
Uh-huh.
I need.
I'd like a private bath for two.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Good luck.
Oh, 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 oh.
I'm not gonna get used to that anytime soon. She leaves as soon as the deed is done. I'm curious, would the scribe have any books at once?
Huh?
There's a bailiff, this is a crab.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yeah. You do have books, but none that really interest me. there any real point in getting any more herbalism? Guess horsenip? Actually, I need to grind my weapon, so... Is there a grindstone here? There is, but relatively far away.
Yeah.
My horse needs armor. Which one has a grindstone? This one. Hello, horsey. You shall take the filth of the world on yourself and not myself.
Yeah.
We discovered the church. Yay! Time to fucking wait. Will Henry become knighted? I'm pretty sure nobles can do that. Is it just strictly a king that can night people.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like. People talk.
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
The bailiff's man told me about you. The one who runs the fight club in the quarry.
Did he now? Well, I hope you trounced him. Bastard took my money and dice.
If you want, I can give him a proper hiding. Just to show you I'm serious.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Well, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
Who's Pius? And why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
And do you have any other tests?
No.
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do anything. And this is the toughest task we've got.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them? Did they hang?
Just the first one. The others turned tail. Guess they didn't have the stomach for it.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk, then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
Where better? There's more wine there than in the royal cellars, and I doubt he's suddenly stopped drinking.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright? Goodbye.
Alright. There's no steeples, which I guess makes sense. It's older, so people probably just want to, just gather there. I think I'm gonna take the fucking key. Yeah, I will. Take the key because I want it. Okay, now we need tell Sirajik what bandits want you to do. I feel like since they told me that they'll be keeping an eye on me, don't run off, it means I shouldn't be going to Sir Radzig. Because that would betray the whole point. Of, trying to join them and infiltrate them quietly.
Yeah.
Now, is the quest tipster still awake? The quest tipster will always be the innkeeper. Alright, thank you all for watching.